Hello, everyone. It will be very exciting as we are moving until now. This is the last view. If you check is on my repository, this mind map. So you can see that is the last view after we have the baseline and target the architecture already built for the ArchiMetal the company. So we have several baselines, several the target. As I mentioned last time, is we don't need this infrastructure target, so we will work on the next one. So the interesting thing is once you have the SEs and the to be, it will be exciting as you describe to your stakeholder about how you move from SEs to be. So that combination will be the overall enterprise architecture. You need to know the today's state, tomorrow's states, and you need to give the route how to go to the next state. So that is the kind of this implementation and the migration the view will do. So we will see here is in the middle we are utilize some of our build element in the past views. But here is if we open the model, the Archi is we are starting to use this the implementation and the migration the areas. There's three the key element used on this view. One is the top is the plateau. We use the plateau to describe the architecture state. So since the current state is almost coding for the CRM program is nothing, so we will keep that empty and we focus on the transition state, and the final is move to the target state. So that is the architecture state, and you can use this one type of the relationship. We can use trigger, and then this in the middle is your business layer, application layer, which you are going to implement or introduce. After that is the deliverable. So it's this one. Deliverable means every kind of the those elements are the breaking down of your deliverable, and the bottom is your the program. We use the work package to represent program, and the program can the aggregate into the project. So we also call use the work package as the project. So that is the primary things. Since we don't have any new things, the views are similar. We will starting from the empty one. So let's duplicate the one default and then name that. It's the Figure20 implementation and the migration. So that is our the to be, and here we're starting to build. First is the work package. So CRM. We define our bottom the CRM program. And then this we are breaking down this to our project work package. Yeah, if you're familiar with the project management or program management methodology, definitely you can use a different way to model this like project planning. So use a Gantt chart, use Excel project files. But the difference here is we are using Archi continuously because we want to utilize what we have done in the repository, which is our architecture repository. So the major difference is you can make some the the isolated or the separate project planning to list down the elements inside or the Gantt chart with the work element or work items. But that is not linked back to your repository. So we want is everything is we are talking about is in the repository. So we can link back on what you have modeled. So here is let's make our relation invisible. So now we have our project breakdown. Now we are let's define the deliverable. Within the transition states, we are working on the CRM project. They have the two deliverables. One is in the business layer, so we need to redesign our business process. It's no matter is this kind of the view, so you can actually change on here. So you can change this or you can keep on this. So I keep on the default. I like this rectangle, the look and view. After you redesign the business process, you should have deployed CRM application. So I like such kind of this migration, integration, implementation part is because that is actually linking to what your the companies really work. So that make your architecture is linked to the practice or practical situation. So in the transition phase, you have two deliverables, and in the final target stage, you also have another two deliverables. Let's see. So I create another deliverable. You can see that's the same name. So I create that separate because I don't want is what I put in the transition phase interface with the target phase. So I will give a different postfix. That is you can do whatever you want based on your preference. But I try to make that not interfere each other. Remember, we have two different applications. So one is by default is the CRM, and another is this customer order monitoring. So we need to monitor what kind of the order looks like. So from the work package to your deliverable is realized. So that is quite the direct meaning. So you have your project should provide the deliverables. Those are the realization. And in the top, let's create our plateau to show the three states of our architecture. As is, we call this current. And we have the transition. Then move to the target. So you can see here, these are three states. Looks like it's quite generic naming. So if you do the multiple the business unit, you have the different this transformation project or programs. Possible is you also need to distinguish from the naming. So it's a current state for your business area 1. Or business area 2. But since here is we only have the ArchiMetal as one single company, even they have the different business unit, they are not the separate legal entities. So we are putting that simpler. Then all those middle layer we should not recreate. those should be in our the repository already. So let's starting from the process business. Let's see. So the business process customer order. So that is first proof customer customer data. Proof customer data. And let's make this it's a little strange, so we don't see this approved customer data before. So, but let's see. So we have a business service. Until now, we don't have that the kind of the service. So we have the internal business service, not the process. So we have this customer approval service. And then from the application, you should see here is you did deliver from the CRM system here. So let's remove those links from this view. And then in the target is we are talking about that we should have the tracking customer order, the business process, and the order information service. So let's also clear those links, and we implement this customer order monitoring system or application. Then we will put this all those are realized through our deliverables. So that's is actual the deliverables in our project. So we have those things, and these are this application. Then all these are the components we will use this aggregation. So that is part of your plateau. So if we use this manner to connect them, and the target state is we have target business process, target business service, and target application components. And press ESC. So that is the thing. So you don't need to make that looks beautiful unless you will need to present to your stakeholder. So you can make similar like something like this way. So put this larger, then you don't need to reshape on these lines. So that is my favorite is then I can put like this way. So you can shift this, and you can make this larger. So then view page, you can see that is good enough as our the implementation and the migration. So then from this is quite clear is what we have built on the SS and the 2B architecture now showed on how they are implicated to the company change or transformation. And we are linking to our transformation team or project program management organization to link what's the project portfolio or program portfolio. So that is the way is you can make your architecture the design is starting to be communicated to the different organization or different teams. So with this, we finish this overview of our architecture. From next view is we are talking about some detail the architecture, especially focus on the detail the business process modeling. So see you in the next figure 21st. Have a nice day.